lovelies, Nay here, and today I thought I would show you a little surprise that I found at Spotlight stores that I was not expecting. These are actually on clearance at Spotlight at the moment, and I couldn't believe it when I actually looked into them. So they're USBs for the foil quill by Wrmk memory keepers, but essentially they're USBs with SVG files on them. So I was able to pick up the Amy Tangerine, the Paige Evans, the Heidi Swap, and a random, I don't know what's on this one, icons and words. When you open up the packaging, look at these are all the SVG files that you get. And so I thought, well, I don't have a foil quill, but I can definitely use them on my CRICUT machine. Believe it, they only cost me $7. They're just unreal, I can't believe it. Like all of these images. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. The phrase and words, I mean, you can put them on t-shirts or anything. Like, I can't wait. Like, I'm going to show you on the computer now how I take them from the USB and put them onto my external hard drive so they're easier to access. Lovely's Future Nay here. I was just editing this video and just thought I should put a few little bits and pieces in here for you guys. The first thing I wanted to talk about was using foil quills in CRICUT machines. Now, this is something that can be done. Foil quill products are created to work in personal electronic die cutting machines. However, if you want to keep your warranty, if you want to protect your CRICUT machine, I suggest you do not use foil quills in your machine. As far as CRICUT is concerned, if you are not using CRICUT products in CRICUT machines, you are voiding the warranty instantly. Right there and there. As soon as you put that foil quill in your machine, you're voiding that warranty. So please do not use them in your machines at all if you want to retain your warranty. If you are okay with not claiming on your warranty and you want to take that risk, by all means do it, but I don't recommend it. Okay, so there's 3 different ways to make these files work in CRICUT Design Space, but I'm first going to show you how to move them from the USB over to my external hard drive, just so I'm not putting in USBs all the time. So it's literally just putting the USB in, clicking open the file and clicking and dragging them over to your external hard drive file on your computer. It's just, you know, I don't want to upload them all to Design Space straight away, so I've got them here on my external hard drive, which is permanently connected to my computer, and I can access them whenever I want. Now we're going into Design Space, and I'm showing you how easy it is to transfer these simple outlines straight into Design Space. All you need to do is go into Upload and then select the SVG file that you want, and then click and drag directly over to the upload section, and it will upload it automatically. Really super easy. Some files on these USBs will work that easily, others will not. So you will need to have a bit of a play and see which one of these 3 options will work for that SVG file that you choose. Of course, that one was really easy. The next one we're going to pick is this gorgeous peony outline. I really like how this one looks, and I really will want to use this on a project of mine shortly. I'm going to make it a mission. So I've gone in and found this flower. I really want to use it. I thought I could just easily upload it into Design Space, but as I did that, it was really weird. It just left this black shape on 2 of the petals, and the rest were all individual lines. They weren't joined. They were all individual lines, and when I went to go in to cut them, so when you go in to make it, you can see it's just all of these lines and 2 solid shapes that they're going to cut out. That's not going to make a flower. It's not joined together. It's just not going to work. So I've done it this way now that it will be a complete file and cut in one complete shape. So how I do that is I go to Upload again, and instead of picking SVG, I'm actually going to PNG and selecting the shape from the PNG file and uploading it that way, selecting complex. I always select complex. I don't need to edit out anything, and just selecting it as a cut image rather than a print and cut image. I don't do a lot of print and cutting, so just the simple cut image is perfect for me, and that's how you get your complete flower. It's another simple process, but you're just selecting the PNG instead of the SVG file, which is all individual lines. So that SVG file is intended for the foil quill and not for actual die cutting. So if that happens to you and you upload an SVG file and it's all in pieces, don't sit there and struggle with it. Just go and grab the PNG file and convert it that way. Now, this donut here is super complex. This is the 3rd option, which is a little bit more detailed. Once again, going in and selecting the PNG file, clicking and dragging over and uploading the image, selecting complex again, saving as a cut image only. I do label all of my designs with the designer and the product that it is, as well as tagging it, because if I do want to come back and use it, it's already in Design Space. I don't have to go searching through my external hard drive again to find it. So now it's there, I'm going to add it in. But when you go to cut this, it's going to cut very much like the flower, and it's going to cut all in one color, one outline. You can't change the colors. So now I'm going to show you how to change the colors so you get a different color for the donut, a different color for the icing, a different color for the sprinkles, and all of that. And it's really simple. I know you guys know how to do it. If you don't, it's really easy and it's just worth playing with. I just duplicated a whole heap of these donuts, kept them the same size because you don't want to change the size proportions because they're all eventually going to go together as a jigsaw. And then you just go into contour down the bottom and select the pieces that you want to be exposed. Now, the pieces that you're hiding are the pieces that you don't want to be cut out. The pieces that are exposed are the pieces that are going to be cut out from that color vinyl. So as you can see here, I'm pretty much deleting everything off that first one because it is just cutting the donut itself, just the cake of the donut. The next one I'm going to be selecting just the icing, and then after that I'll be selecting different sprinkles. Now with those different sprinkles, I wanted three to four different colors within those sprinkles, so it took a long time for me to go through and edit out those different colors and make sure it all worked cohesively. But now that that file is done, I've actually saved it to my projects in Design Space, and I don't have to worry about going back and editing those different sprinkles again. They will be there ready for me to use, which is what I love. So one thing you can do while you're contouring to make sure that you're actually selecting the right items is you can click and drag it over the top of the bits that you've already pieced together, and that way you can be sure that you're going to be cutting out every single piece that you need. What I'm doing here is also changing the color of each layer so that I know, the yellow is the cake, the chocolate is the icing, and the sprinkles are the different colors. That way you can distinguish which layer is which and what's going on, as opposed to keeping them all black like I had in the beginning. Clicking and dragging that over there, and I can see that the holes match up nicely. The next layer I'm going to be changing to pink because of course we need pink sprinkles on our donut. So I'm going to just leave it here at that because it does get a bit fiddly. As you can see, I'm sort of playing around with what sprinkles I'm going to be putting in or which sprinkles I'm going to be cutting out. I start off with every single sprinkle and then I make 4 copies of that layer and then go through and edit each layer. It's a lot of work, guys. Edit each layer and contour certain sprinkles out of each layer and change the color so that I have 4 different colors in my cut file. And then when I cut them, they're already positioned, ready to go. And so I can just get transfer tape and transfer them directly onto the design, and everything fits in perfectly like a jigsaw puzzle. It does take a little work to get it sorted, but if you do the work on the computer now, it saves a lot of stress and a lot of hassle when you transfer those cuts onto the finished product. You're not sitting there piecing off sprinkle by sprinkle by sprinkle by sprinkle and positioning them where you think looks good as opposed to how they actually are meant to be in the cut file. Okay, so here we are. I've got the chocolate, I've got the icing, I've got the pink sprinkles, I've got the blue sprinkles. Oh, there's one there that matches up, but we'll go back and change that. I've got the yellow sprinkles and I've got my purple sprinkles. I've also got the white little shine marks from the icing, the little white shines, I suppose, sparkles, I don't know what you call them, for the glaze of the donut. I love how that looks. So now when you go in to make it, every single layer is individual colors and you can just click and make it and change the colors out as you go. It's really super easy. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed that little look through of the foil quills by Wrmk. They're USB designs. Like I said, you can use them for the foil quill, but I'm going to use them just for paper and HTV, and I can't wait to start making with these. So let me know what you think. It's probably something that you guys have all done before and haven't, blinked an eyelid at, but for me getting back into crafting, I was pretty excited about these. So yeah, have a lovely day, guys. Don't forget to share what you make, and I will see you all shortly with either another video over on Instagram or I'm now on TikTok, so go and check me out there. Have a great day, guys. Bye.